On this episode of Way Beyond, we cross the border into Sweden. Our car breaks down.
We found someone. He's here to help us.
And we sleep outside a garage to await our fate.
Fuck this shit.
Hi, I'm Jake Cattrall, and I'm going to run the length of Europe.
Welcome to Way Beyond.
Who's going to carry the boats?
I'm going to run from the north of Norway to the south of Spain. We are all about the running community, and we want to inspire runners from all over Europe to join us to start their Way Beyond journey.
Fuck yeah.
This is Way Beyond, and we are running Europe together.
Five. Yeah.
Can I check? Like before you actually, or are you just making order?
Yeah, you want the real answer?
Yes.
Winging the whole fucking thing. Me and my girlfriend had an idea of doing this. I was like, I want to do something this year, but maybe I'll run across the Netherlands because I live in Amsterdam. And she was like, oh, that's not enough. You need to do something. I was like, okay, well, maybe Netherlands and France. I don't know, it still doesn't feel like it has like an edge to it. I was like, well, if we go any bigger, we might as well just run across Europe. And I was, and I was like, she was like, nah, oh, that one's a bit big. And I was like, that's a good idea. So it took a month to like get invested emotionally, and then after that month went by, I was like, fuck, it's time. I have to start telling people. Everybody, who's gonna carry the bus? There it is. We out here. Let's do this! We're in Oslo. Group run with Oslo. Let's do it! Woo! Let's go!
Tell me a bit about the morning run. The people, anyone stand out?
Yeah, morning run. Well, like the day prior to this was like complete chaos, like really hard work to get into Oslo. And then this morning when we got up, it was just like so much time pressure. So it was just dive out of bed, breakfast, drive as fast as we could to the store, but the parking wasn't able, so we had to go somewhere else, and then I had to run to the store and then do an interview with someone and then running. So it was chaos, like really, really mad. But then as soon as we actually got into the store itself, like the vibes were really, really nice. Like everyone was in a good spirit. Giovanni was here, which was nice, the special guest. And then some people also who I went on this Svalbard trip with were there, and then the rest of the people there were all people I have never met before. So it was
How many people?
I think it was around 20 in total. Yeah, and then there was obviously some staff there as well. But like, yeah, it's just feels almost surreal. Like people coming up to me being like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it's a weird feeling.
Array of people as well. Like some like kind of non-runners.
Yeah, older, younger, boys, girls. There was a real mixture.
Trail runners.
Yeah, and also I think mostly novice runners. I think maybe a couple like good runners or whatever. But I think there was a lot of people there who had aspirations of doing something big for themselves. So like a marathon or like first time marathon. Yeah, or triple. Someone was doing a marathon, a half marathon, and a 10k tomorrow, and then ran a 10k with us today, so which was pretty impressive.
And then you even had random people just joining after that as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about those guys.
What do you mean just now?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So we just arrived at this. We just pulled over at literally someone's house. Like it was their driveway, and we were pulled over in their house. and obviously they were a bit like, what's going on? And it was like really cool guys, like tattoos everywhere, but he's like, he was one of these like punk guys with tattoos who's now grown up and he's got a house and a wife and a kid and stuff. So he was like, oh yeah, you guys seem chill, like you can stay here. And then we stayed there, and then this guy arrived called Alan, and he ran with us for a couple kilometers, and then he was like, hey, I can help you do your washing. So we gave the washing to him, and then he drove off with all of our washing, and then some other guy turned up and was like, hey, you're the crazy guy. And that's when the hosts of the house were also there, and they were also like, what the fuck is going on?
With their baby.
Yeah, they had their baby, and we were looking at a snake, and yeah, it was, that was such a weird experience. But
So we gave all our clothes and our bedding to a stranger.
we literally
don't
met.
even have a phone number for him.
We literally met a guy for 20 minutes, and he offered to do all of our washing, and he literally just drove off with all of our clothes. So now we have no clothes or towels, and we're just hoping that he turns up again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Legend.
And the other guy was like, oh, I'm following you everywhere.
Yeah. He was like,
I'm following you for days.
I know exactly what you've been doing and going, and he like also runs a podcast as well, and he was like super keen to just like get involved with us, and he even said that his longest run was like, he goes, oh yeah, my longest run was like 24k, and I was like, okay, cool, well, we'll do 26 tomorrow, right? And then he was like, yeah, and I was like, no, we're doing 26 tomorrow, and then you were filming him, and he's like, okay, let's do it then.
Yeah, he's committed. So we'll see tomorrow if he shows up or not.
I don't know whether it was actually 26, by the way, but I'm gonna make him do 26 tomorrow.
I think it was 23 maybe.
Yeah. We're doing 26 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you guys are just chomping on meat sticks.
Yeah, meat sticks and peach.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You good?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to our home.
Nice.
You got
You should
almost
tidy up
everything
a
you need.
little.
We didn't know we were having visitors. Shit, we gotta mow the lawn. Yeah, we'll set off our electrical lawnmower in a minute.
Yeah,
It normally goes around 9 o'clock. What do you mean?
the half?
No, you said on camera yesterday a marathon.
No, never. We got it on tape.
I'm kidding.
I'm scared shit.
You're like, shit, man. What did I get myself in for?
Nice.
Right.
And you almost mixed the almost greenish yellow. Well, actually, I did 17 one day once, and that was through Halden as well. So it's
Really? Oh, it's like a. It feels like today you should do the same.
Yeah. Probably.
I can pick you up.
I had a lunch in Halden actually.
Running crew for today, Richard and Yannicka. Let's get it. Orange crew. Oh, we just have to pretend we're down. Nice. We got the crew. Alan's back. The main man. Give us a wave, Alan. We're all here. Running out of Norway. How good is it that these guys have joined?
So cool.
Yeah, feels like.
You just push him to finish.
Oh hell yeah! I think he's struggling a little now. He's just hit a little dip, but I just kept telling him that it's we're running it together. We'll get there, and he'll be the longest runner by the end. All right, running team. Richard's longest run ever. He's gone way beyond. How do you feel? Richard, 25k in the bag, longest run ever, and the longest runners of the Way Beyond project. We're running Europe together. Let's go!
And it was me doing it.
Just having a realization that tomorrow we'll have fucking run across the whole of Norway. What? We're gonna be entering into Sweden tomorrow. Can you believe it? You've been with us the whole way. It's insane how far the human body can go. and we're just getting started. This is country number 1, and we're going into country number 2 tomorrow!
Last day in Norway.
Over 2,000 kilometers just to get here. Today is a special day because we are crossing the border into Sweden. Look who we have! Buddy. Back from Oslo.
Andrea, yes. Where are we right now? We are soon to the border of Sweden.
To Sweden!
You're gonna take it across, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice one. Awesome. It's official! We made it to Sweden! It's official. We're in Sweden!
6 weeks later, 2,000 odd kilometers.
Yeah.
Come.
It's nice to join on this trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
We'd actually ran together in Oslo, right?
Yeah, we did.
Come all the way from Oslo.
Yeah.
Today.
I wanted to join, have a little bit more time than just half an hour. I felt like.
Yeah. Well, what did you do yesterday? You were at the marathon, right?
Yeah, I was at the drink station and handing out drinks. So
Nice.
yeah, it was very inspiring to see all the runners, all 19,000 people, just
Damn.
from the first one to the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We were just having this chat of like, it's equally as inspiring to be a supporter and a runner of a marathon. And I even was, as I was saying that, I was like, yeah, just remember like yesterday with Richard, like I felt like I was the supporter, and you know I was doing the big run, but it was like I had such a great day yesterday with just cheering him on, and it gave me so much energy. And I'm sure with like this amount of people who are desperate for water,
Yeah.
and, you know.
Yeah, because when I'm running myself, I am so grateful for all the people that are helping of making that run possible, and then it's good to be part of that, making it possible for others to have a good run.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's like the sentiment of Way Beyond, huh?
Yeah.
We're in Sweden!
Damn.
Alright, it's day 44. We crossed the border of Sweden yesterday. I know I have this kind of like issue in my left hamstring that was just like an ache and a pain like a couple days ago, and now it's like quite substantial. I don't know, it just feel I can't even step out of the van, so I'm gonna do this the normal routine, right? Just walk for a bit. But yesterday I already did the whole like run through it situation, see if it gets better, and it definitely doesn't feel better. So no, well, emotionally I feel like I could just go again. We took that whole week off earlier, and that week was supposed to be the days where like today would be a good day to take a day off, and I feel like I've spent those days. So now like when I try and take a day, if I should take a day, which personally I think we're at that place right now, I feel guilty because I feel like I've already taken them, you know? If it does work, cool. If it doesn't work, I'm stopping. That's just basically how it's gonna go today. It's day 44. I've got a lot of aches and pains that we have to work through today. It could be a shorter day, but we're going to try our hardest. We're in Sweden. Gothenburg is coming up soon. Let's go. day 45.
Yeah.
Day 45. I had a slower day yesterday because of a hamstring tightness issue. So we parked up in this lovely getaway. It's actually perfect. This is like what parking spots dreams are made of. And this morning I just did a quick body assessment and my leg really was tight, so I was like, look, you know what, based off everything that's happened the last few weeks, I'm gonna take a day off. And I'm checking the car and everything's like not really making any noises, which it normally does. So I turn the key on the ignition and then the car battery is dead. But whilst this place is really great, there's also no one around here. So we've been searching for people to like help us jump start the car, but there really isn't anyone. Or they don't have cables, or they don't have time, or whatever. So we're just stuck for the time being. And that's where we are right now. Roy is about to get on the bike, which is over there. Have a cycle down the road. But I think we're also in the kind of like old person's home area retreat situation. So the people who are around here are less able to help, let's say. Dude, literally I left my post and then as soon as I leave there's a car that drives by. So what's the deal? I'll just put your phone on like loud and I'll do this.
3 hours later.
We found someone! He's here to help us.
Success!
Success! Only 3 hours later. Now we just have to let that properly let it go for a while, right? That was deado. That was like the first time I turned the key, it was just like. Getting a new haircut. Yeah, look at.
Did you even get a beard trim?
No, I said to him, leave my beard alone. I want to go rough on the beard. He did a good cut though.
Yeah, it looks good.
He went nice.
Stress, Jake. Tell the people what's going on.
I don't normally get that stressed, but today has been so stressful. Because this morning I just basically made the call that I'm not fit to run today, so I need a tactical day off. And we try and start the car and then the car doesn't work. So I was like, well, maybe this is just meant to be, and this is why we had to take the day off anyway. We waited a few hours before someone could help us, we jump start the car and everything's good, right? Then we drive to the nearest town to get a haircut. Everything's still fine. We go and get some lunch and everything's still fine. I go and try and get something out of the car at lunchtime and the car's died. The car doesn't work, doesn't turn on. So I was like, okay. So I go back into where we were having lunch and tell Roy, the car's died again, we need to like figure out like a garage situation or whatever. And then Roy goes to the car and then the car is now locked, and because the engine or battery has died, the remotes don't work, and also the key doesn't work also, and I thought he was joking. So I then went outside as well to check that the door is completely locked and we can't get into the van whatsoever. So that means we can't jump start the car, we can't get into the car, we can't fucking sleep anywhere. So, yeah, I was pretty pissed.
But then Jimmy, the Swedish Viking,
he came. He was just like a handyman, and he comes over and like he jimmied the door, and he somehow managed to get the door open, which was cool. But he gets in, and then we get the car started again. We jump start the car and all good, and he just charges us a bit of money and off he goes. But then Roy and I are now on a mad mission, goose chase, to try and find any fucking garage or anything that's open that will now solve our problem long term. And the car rental company that we hired from,
Name and shame.
I will not name and shame them. They've not been helpful whatsoever. They've not even tried to send anyone. It's just been ridiculous. So we are now solving our own problems, because my partner even said to me, don't wait for them because they won't help, and they didn't, so good job she has told me this. And now Roy and I are gonna literally camp outside the door of a mechanic's building tonight on a busy road in the middle of nowhere or in some random ass town, and we're just gonna try and get the car fixed tomorrow. I'm trying to do a bit of a woosah, but I'm more like fuck you than woosah.
Yeah. Fuck this shit. Okay, it's 7 a.m.
7 a.m. and the thing that isn't running is me or the car. So the car is broken down. We're currently parked on a garage car park, the one that's going to fix our car. Our car died overnight, as we knew it would, and we're basically here at 7 in the morning to be the first people at the garage. It rained all night last night, and both of us didn't sleep very well, and we're just hoping that this garage is going to fix the problem.
We're in the F1 garage.
We are in the garage. It's, I think, 10 past 7, 20 past 7, and we're luckily the first people online because no one else is here. We thought the best thing to do at this point is to divide and conquer.
Oh, so where do we get this part?
Roy goes and figures out the car,
I think, but if you film
and I do a bit of schmoozing at the front desk.
300 kilometers
To this location.
Yeah.
So we've also the special forces also.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So, bit of a nightmare, as our car has now given up and it's stopped working. The central electrics is damaged, which means the fuel pump constantly stays on. Yeah, we think that's the problem, and now we're basically just like in the hands of our hire car company, who have notoriously not been helpful from the very beginning of this adventure. So yeah, we're now just letting the car sit on, and yeah, now we just need to wait until we get a message. We're waiting for an answer from the car rental company to see if we can swap the car, and it will mean that we'll either have to drive to one of 3 places, which is Malmö in Sweden, Stockholm in Sweden, or back to Oslo, Oslo being the closest one. But it obviously all depends on car availability and everything.
And then drive back here to start running again.
Yeah, and then we'll have to drive back again. So we basically are we're probably going to lose all of today and tomorrow as a reality of this. We're just figuring out the possibilities right now. So that's where we're at.
All right, so I've been really on the phone with our rental company. They have organized a car swap for us in Malmö, which is the southern part of Sweden. It takes about 3.5 hours to drive there, so we have to drive there, pick up the car, come back all the way, and then start again from this position. It would be really nice to get into a really nice car that works perfectly.
It's just in the door.
And do they work? Because ours don't work.
Yeah, it's plugged in now.
Cheers,
Jake. I will follow you on the YouTube.
On the YouTube and the Instagram, yeah? Alright, we have a new car. It works, hopefully. Let's see. Tom's been great.
Next time,
We leave this old girl and then we're in the new one.
you're not going to give her a kiss goodbye.
Definitely not. What a hassle. We drove all across Sweden to get this car swapped, but you know, it just is what it is. We had to get it done and it was the only chance we could do it. We have to drive back now, restart the run from where we broke down in the first place.
"48 hours later."
So, geographically speaking, we're back exactly where we were 2 days ago. We're on the same grass patch, but now we have a new car. Looks exactly the same, but it all works, we think. So yeah, we've been on an absolute mission all day. We drove 3.5 hours south, 3.5 hours north, got all of our bike stuff sorted out. We don't have any stickers now on the van, which sucks, so we'll have to figure that one out. But I think the most important thing is we are good and the car works and it's not going to die. I think it was very smart for us to do that. It was a good investment. I also had a bit of an injury going on yesterday, which we took the rest day for. And then this morning, if I'm being really honest, I could have really done with another day. But I was a bit like, oh, we probably should keep moving. So in many ways, I think the curse of this van has actually turned into a bit of a gift, because we've got a new car, I'm feeling healthy, and I'm ready to roll for tomorrow.
Boom.
Shakalaka ding dong.